I decided to launch into Cynthia Omonwunwo Adebanjo. I am the legal wife of Mohbad. Yes, I'm the legal wife of Mohbad, husband of my youth. I swear to my God, I swear, Mohbad is the one that disvirgin me. I swear to my living God. You know who I'm talking about. Still on justice for Mohbad. So this is the page of Cynthia Omonwunwo Adebanjo. I want us to look at some of the things that she has dropped recently. She wrote this: I want to set the record straight. The only argument I had with my husband was on our way home because I was upset that he thought we never argued in the house. When we got back from the show, he was downstairs discussing the incident with his friends, including you. Now, we'll find out who that you is. Until around 6 a.m., I went straight to the room with our baby, Liam, and he later came upstairs in the morning to apologize because he knew I was upset, which every woman would have done. Now, she put the woman in capital letters. I want us to connect the dots together so we know where we are heading to. She continued, I did not witness the fight he had with Prime Boy. Now, if there is no witness, how can you establish in court that Prime Boy fought Mohbad? Oh, are we going to hold on to the testimony, or let us say the statement of Mohbad to his friends, family? Is that what we are going to hold on to? I ran to the other Prado to get help. You did not witness the fight. And by the time we arrived, he was already injured and the glass was broken. I was not fully present when the nurse arrived. She was not fully present when the nurse arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, who led the nurse into that house? Did you see the CCTV? Are you watching a CCTV? Are you watching a CCTV? She said, I was not fully present when the nurse arrived. Do you hear? I want us to understand the kind of pathological liar, and like, I don't really understand it. I was not fully present. Maybe she's possessed with demons. So the demons in her took her on a travel. She astral projected to the kingdom where they instructed her to unalive Mohbad. Like, we are placing you in the life of this guy. You cannot leave him until you end what he came to this world to do. She said, I was not fully present. Now, what kind of talk is this? Like, I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, can you please explain to me when someone heard this and the video by the side, who led the nurse into that house? The CCTV video that the police, they released, did you know these guys didn't do the assignment well? They didn't like conclude properly with Cynthia. If they had done the work, the job very well, maybe. And because most of them are dumb, wicked people, what else do you expect? You cannot cover this up. The police said profusely. She said a little. She said she was not fully present, but she led the nurse. I was not fully present when the nurse arrived. I was not fully present. I want to repeat this. I was not. Cynthia said she was not fully present when the nurse arrived. But Cynthia opened the door, the gate for the nurse. So where was she? She was not fully present. Let us continue. And neither were you. So I do not understand how you have so much to say. I never claimed to have given him first aid. I only said I massaged his hand with rub and gave him the paracetamol that Darosha and Bami got. I did not even know you went to the pharmacy with them until I saw your write-up. You were good to my husband and I respected you for that. But I never accused you of anything. I only stated the facts. As at the inquest, you lied that you had never seen me cook for my husband, even though I served you rice on Monday before you left. You also lied about us fighting on the way home, just as you did in this write-up. You need to tell the people coaching you that the game is up. From now on, it's fire for fire. I know you loved my husband and I do not wish you harm, but I will not let you defame him any longer. You are only doing this because of the DPP's advice. If there was no advice, you would not be speaking now. The same people coaching you have also said they will coach the nurse to lie against me. So I will not be surprised if she does. You are here spreading lies as if they did not contribute money for you on a TikTok platform yesterday evening. This same platform are the same ones who do not have my best interests at heart and have been making my life a living hell. The money was contributed last night, and you made this post last night too. You are simply delivering what you have been paid to say, and I am not surprised. Do not forget that you have already written your statement at the police station. You know my husband and I had a beautiful relationship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful relationship. I'm sure you guys heard what Mohbad's father said, how he had separated two of them, but Mohbad called again. Who knows, maybe she went to meet the Babalawo Juju priest and said, hey, or she went to meet her people in the kingdom she belongs to and say, hey, please help me to fulfill my job. Your reason, now, she now mentioned the name, spending, you know. Your reason for peddling lies is what is beyond my comprehension. No one would bully me again, not in this life, not even in the next one. If you come 10 times among me, I will come 25 times. The reason for my silence all this while was because I was gathering courage, and now I have gathered it, so keep it coming. Cynthia, your conversation secretly and even publicly is all over, unless people who are not kind of following this. You and your mom was on social media. Your mom was on the same TikTok, on Facebook, defending you, challenging people, saying, why will Mr. Loba request for DNA? That you shouldn't get DNA done. I heard it live and direct. This is not someone said. I was on your mom's live where she said this. That and the last question that was asked from your mom is this. Someone referred your mom to Oriyomi Hamzat. That was when a woman came and DNA was conducted, and at the end of the day, the woman said, I don't believe this DNA. The DNA showed that a lot of the children were not the children of the man. So that was a statement, question that was thrown to your mom, and your mom responded by saying, yes, she watched it. And they said, so if that woman did it, why are you saying your daughter will not do it? Then she started stuttering. She could not answer anymore. Yeah. From now henceforth, I refuse to be bullied. You all want to silence me. It's silence, okay? But me, from the moment my husband died, a lot of people have been against me. They started from DNA, and I have been ready since 2023. You and others, including Prime Boy, have constantly defamed me on social media. Yet, I have not said anything bad about any of you. He has not said anything bad about any of them. We heard all what you said about Prime Boy. Cynthia, you even went on social media. I don't know if it was a glitch. What we heard is that you told your people, the ones that have your best interest at heart, you told them that they should not allow Prime Boy on their platform. Don't allow him to talk, because whatever he says might favor your husband in the future, or favor your husband, something like that. And I'm wondering, what is the thing that you don't want? What exactly? Or it was an AI, or they manipulated that? I want to understand that part. The only issue I had with my husband was that I was angry. He fought. We never argued in the house. Even my father-in-law, spokesman, admitted on TikTok that all the suspects were coached on what to say, and that is exactly what you're doing. So surprised. So again, I'm not surprised. I must leave my baby Liam. Eyinimofe Oluwa, Omo Ileri Oluwa too must leave. DNA is what will make that child become Omo Ileri Oluwa. I'm glad you didn't put Aloba there. If it's the last thing I do, I will protect my baby till my last breath. You all will not bully me like you bullied my husband. I will not allow it. Enough is enough. This confidence that I have gathered, it hasn't been any easy one, and none of you will take it away from me again. My father-in-law has refused to take the test, yet you all blame me and make it seem like I'm the one holding back. If you are ready in the next 2 hours, I'm ready. It took me a lot to get here. You all milked my confidence dry. And from now on, every single one of you, everybody, I mean every bloody person, should stop desecrating my husband's legacy. He was a good man, a very good man, and he has a son who will grow up to read all the terrible things you have said about him. Let's move to the next. So in this one, she said we should listen to Guresi. Guresi is the man that you all know is the Mohbad's father's number 2 man, the man that they allegedly said he had an accident, although he's back on social media now.
Okay. One, Sherry Hawaii, our cost it is pending. Emma Binu is not an argument to if you confess on you, I might be wrong. ṣe rí ìgbà tí àwọn èèyàn dáwó tá a gba spending jáde quite well wọ́n mismanage àwọn owó wọn give account fáwọn owó but mission tó a fẹ́ fowó ṣe accomplish ẹ pé spending ó jáde after tó jáde nítorí ìtara pé wọ́n mismanage.
Nǹkan tí mo sọ same mo sọ láti jọ yìí wọ́n sọ fún àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ ṣe nǹkan tí mo sọ pé ìjà tí mo sọ fún ọjà bó ṣe nílé mo sọ fún ọjà ní kò wọlé mo sọ fún ẹ pé inú mọ́tò ló ti ń jà tí mo sọ mi sọ pé mo bá ní báyìí wò ìjà nílé àti club ní show ni mo sọ pé mo ń báyìí wò ìjà tí ó gbẹ ìgbọ́n tí wọ́n tọ́ láti stop ẹ̀gbọ́n àbá prime boy ìjà bí mo sọ pé ó ń tọ́ láti ó ń change everybody ní show bó ṣe nílé ó ní.
So this is Gurexi and Mohbad's father. When he went to Arise Television, you all know what happened there. A lot of grilling. They grilled Mohbad's father in a way. Mohbad's father realized that it's not child's play. They told him about suing. Who have you sued? What legal action have you taken? Like, who have you sued? Like, what have you done? What exactly are you doing? What steps are you taking in making sure that whoever it is that you suspect are brought to book? And Mohbad's father said, well, it is not easy for me to sue anybody. The police will have to do this. It's a criminal case. I can't just go and sue someone. And the police will investigate. And the police came with some kind of terrible update. Let's proceed. She went on to write this. This is the same method that was used for my husband. I know one day, everyone sponsoring those people to keep coming for me will be disgraced. When I give my father-in-law money, he begin change mouth. Same thing with the suspect. Kilo de gone. If I die, who will take care of Liam? What do you want to gain in doing all this to us? Enough is enough. I am tired.
You say is the cause of your son's death.
And that means you want me to start afresh again. Because the primary of this is that injury first. Without the injury, they cannot invite nurse. So the injury caused to invite nurse. And the nurse may look at it. I wasn't there. I can call him auxiliary nurse. He's not competent. Because when something like that reacts, you're supposed to know what to do. So that means... So I can't say much.
What is the name of the hospital where your son eventually died?
The name of hospital, I said I did not enter the hospital. I was at the junction of the hospital. I didn't know see the sign.
What exactly can you say is the cause of your son's death?
And that means you want me to start afresh again. No. Wọ́n ṣe DNA, màá dẹ̀ tọ́ka sẹ́ni tó pọ̀ mọ́ mi.
Èyí ti mọ̀.
Àmì ló pa Mohbad.
Ṣé ìlú yà lè?
Bọ̀ àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣẹ́yìn doubt ọmọ yẹn pé kì í ṣe ọmọ yín lónìí.
mi ò dáàfẹ́ gbogbo Nàìjíríà wọ́n ti fà kú kàn wọ́n. Wọ́n bá tẹ̀ wá wádìí tí bá lọ mọ́ni lórí wọ́n postpone ìjà wọn.
No, Daddy, tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sin Ọlọ́run tẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé lóòótọ́ àdúrà ń gbà. Kí ló tẹ́yìn ò fi ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ yẹn pé àṣírí ọmọ yẹn máa tú sí lọ́wọ́ tó bá yá ẹ má kẹfì ọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀ nílẹ̀. Bí mo ṣe ń wò lọ́wọ́ ní ṣe DNA fún yín o. Ìjọba ò ní bá yín ṣe. Bàbá ni màá béèrè fún. Daddy, ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé fún yín. Ṣé rí bọ̀ àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣẹ́yìn doubt ọmọ yẹn.
Tó bá ti ṣe DNA yẹn kúbà, èmi sọ fún yín lálẹ́ yìí pé tó bá ṣe DNA yẹn, màá dẹ̀ pè yín pé ẹni báyìí ló pa ọmọ mi. Simple. Tó bá ti ṣe DNA yẹn kúbà, èmi sọ fún yín lálẹ́ yìí pé tó bá ṣe DNA yẹn, màá dẹ̀ pè yín pé ẹni báyìí ló pa ọmọ mi.
So what Cynthia did here is to pick. That's what she does. She does her selection. Now, Mohbad's father in that conversation is with one of Cynthia's group of company. They call themselves the Coven women. Now, that lady was trying to tell Mohbad's father Not really trying. She said to Mohbad's father, the government will not get the DNA done. Well, I guess now we know where everything stands. That the government said, yes, DNA must be done. Back then, that was what they were all peddling. DNA cannot be done. How dare you ask for DNA? And he has no right. This and that. All of this, we know where we are now. So what Cynthia picked from this is this. Here is my father-in-law openly admitting or admits that he doesn't deny the paternity or deny that Liam is for Mohbad. In fact, let me read it word for word. Here, my father-in-law openly admits that he doesn't deny that Liam is his grandson. According to him, Nigerians are the one asking for the DNA. Here, he also said, when the DNA is done, he will tell the world what took my husband's life. I'm saying it to the world again. I am Wunimi Cynthia. I have been ready for the DNA. He's been the one running from it. He's been manipulating the public because he never believed I would have the courage to speak up. Please, to anyone reading, write up, please beg this man to stop making my life a living hell and answer my lawyer so the DNA can be done. Now, this was posted 5 days ago, which I believe Mohbad's father is aware of this. I don't know what's delaying this DNA. And we should not begin to talk about, all this while, you didn't get, you don't want to do DNA. So why now? That is not important. Now, for Mohbad's father saying, I'm not saying that, because the lady asked, do you doubt that that boy belongs to Mohbad? I said, it's not like I'm doubting if this child belongs to, but the thing is that people want to know. And I also believe that it's time to know. And he made it clearer. I thought about it when we were at the inquest. This lady said something that made me go back to the placenta, which is the culture and tradition of Cynthia and Mohbad. Present his placenta, and now she said the reason why she didn't give the placenta to Mohbad's father is because her own husband, she's calling Mohbad husband, said, I don't trust this women or woman, let's say stepmother, or this woman, my father's partner or wife. It is not my mom that is there. So I don't trust what anyone can do, which to an extent, I understand. I understand that part of it. And regardless, stepmother or no stepmother, we all understand this thing. Maybe Mohbad felt within himself, what I'm going to do is to deal with it. The thing about Mohbad is the stupidity. Unfortunately, it's not life here to defend and tell us what. If he took it and he did what he needed to do to the placenta, it would have been a different thing. But allowing Cynthia's mother to take charge of that placenta, it could be Cynthia that manipulated him and started screaming, with all the pains that I am in, God forbid, this placenta, I'm not going to release it. Do you know what that woman would do to my child? God forbid, I'm not going to give you to take it to your father. I will not agree. And Mohbad is like, okay. You know, he didn't say nothing. Instead of him to open up and say, Dad, there is a problem here. Can we speak privately? Look, Cynthia doesn't want to release this placenta. And we are thinking of this your wife. I know she's a stepmother, I've eaten her food, but she's not willing to do this. You know, so what can we do? Can we just deal with this placenta thing privately without her knowing anything about it? Can we do it? Or Mohbad himself could have, he could have done it. Whatever they need to do with the placenta, he would have done what he needed to do with it. And not the family of Cynthia taking the placenta. At least according to their culture. So here she put out the face of Mohbad's father's brother, younger brother or cousin or relative. And she wrote some things here. She said, face of a bully. Ayodele Famuyua, my father-in-law, power of attorney and spokesperson who lives in New Mexico, USA. For over 50 months, you have bullied me. You have dragged my name through the mud. You have spoken the most hurtful things about me. You have cursed my son. You have threatened me. And now you're on TikTok platform openly threatening to harm me and my child. You have repeatedly sworn that over your dead body would Liam inherit his father's royalties. If anything happens to us, please let the world know that Ayodele Famuyua is responsible. He is after me. He is after my son. Our lives are in danger. She didn't stop there. She went on to write this. Please, anyone that knows the right authorities I can tag in the United States should please text me. He threatened he was going to harm us tonight on his TikTok show. And my father-in-law was on that live listening to it. I have so many of the threatening videos on my phone. Please help me. Now, this is Cynthia's way of trying to get asylum, or maybe she feels that she empathy will be shown. You see, America is not that kind of place where you can sell them. They have their own problems, critical problems. Talk of homeless people on the street. Talk of violence, gang, armed robbery. Talk of, just imagine the worst of its kind, that you police brutality, whatever you can think of, issues here and there. They have their problem. You think they are going to listen to you and show empathy? No, America does not show empathy like that to people if they don't have anything to gain from you, unless there is a program that says we need people of your age to work. Then they will say, okay, let us include her. Let's include her. Or you are not even a state witness. Like you're going to maybe tell them how this person or that country, oh, I'm a secret service. You are nothing. So what value are you going to add to the United States? That's funny. So she went on, if anything happens to me or Liam, Ifamuyiwa should be held responsible. Let me read that. She wrote it. He is my father-in-law adopted brother. He lives in the US. He presently on TikTok live threatening us. So according to Cynthia and according to her sister Karimo, they said that this man is not Mohbad's father's relative, that maybe they are just family friends or whatever. I don't know and I don't care. So she posted the pictures. Of course, Famuyiwa also responded to all of this. So this is what she wrote again. Vincent, for nearly 2 years, I have endured your harassment, false narrative. Now, this Vincent is very that black man. An attempt to obstruct justice for my late husband, Mohbad. Despite my silence, you have continued to spread misinformation, even going so far as to questioning the paternity of our son, Liam. Let me make this clear. My silence was never weakness. It was a choice to mourn my husband with dignity and allow legal proceedings to take their course. Your relentless attacks only expose your bias against him and everything he stood for. But I firmly believe in karma. Let me reiterate that I will not be coerced into giving full details of any disagreement my husband and I had. Couples argue, and it is normal. I would like to remind you that I recorded my husband during an episode he had after suffering trauma at the hands of some NDLA officers. I played the recording back to him and he apologized. We then moved forward, got married and had a child. Your attempt to bully me and my son are futile. Vincent, you are the last person I would ever seek help from. About the time frame, married and had a child, we don't know. Maybe she was pregnant first before then, whatever. Your hypocrisy is striking, given your investment in analyzing my family while ignoring your own. As a woman and mother, I found my voice and will continue to stand up for my son. If my previous statement haven't satisfied you, I suggest you obtain a copy of my official statement from the police station. Your biased support for Mohbad's enemy is notable, but I am confident God is on my side. You can't break me or my son. Regarding the DNA test, I have stated repeatedly that I am willing to cooperate when my father-in-law is ready, and my lawyers are handling it according to the law. However, I will not be dictated to or commanded by you or anyone as I mentioned. Your audacity is appalling, considering your role in spreading misinformation about my husband's death and your allegiance to those who bullied and exploited him. I demand that you respect my boundaries and leave me and my son alone. You have done our family enough damage. Let this serve as a final warning. I will no longer respond to your messages or engage with you in any way or form, because the last time I checked, you are just one of the benefactors of my husband's death who bullied his immediate family and used his death to gain popularity and fame. If you are genuinely concerned about DNA testing, I suggest you start by questioning your own paternity. Mind your business and leave me and my family out of your vindictive pursuits. This is the final of Cynthia for now on social media. I believe that the rest will be, she's going to do what she needs to do to whatever she needs to put out there again. She knows how she goes about her things, She knows how to do her moves. I guess there are no platform anymore that she will want to go to. For now, I guess she has done basically all of the platform. And now she says she's going to do her thing by herself.
You want people to hear your own. When we talked about the CCTV camera, I called the lady, I called one of my goddaughters that knows the owner the owner of that house that the late Mohbad lived with his wife, he rented it, he did not buy it. It's a rented house. To find out if a camera was actually installed there, they said no. I asked Mohbad's wife, they said no. I asked the police, they said no. Now, if a camera was installed there, let's even assume that a camera was installed there. The camera is outside now, not inside the living room, not in their bedroom, not in their staircase, outside. Mohbad died inside the house. So even if there was a camera outside, how did with the camera outside turn a 360 degree now, zoom into the house to see what happened in the house? Because a camera that is placed outside to monitor the gates and people walking and driving. Mohbad did not die outside in the compound. He died inside the house. So let's assume that the camera room, not in their staircase, outside. Mohbad died inside the house, not in their staircase, outside. Mohbad died inside the house. So even if there was a camera outside, how did with the camera outside turn a 360 degree now, zoom into the house to see what happened in the house that was installed there? Let's even assume that a camera was installed there. The camera is outside now, not inside the living room, not in their bedroom, not in their staircase, outside. Mohbad died inside the house.
We tried our best. We took him to the hospital, and like 20 minutes after, the doctor said he's dead.
20 minutes after he had landed in the hospital?
Yeah. The doctor said he was dead.
Mohbad died inside the house. So even if there was a camera outside, how did with the camera outside turn a 360 degree now, zoom into the house to see what happened in the house? Because a camera that is placed outside to monitor the gates and people walking and driving. Mohbad did not die outside in the compound. He died inside the house.
So we started hearing justice for Mohbad. We started from the 12th of September, 2023, the day he passed on. And a few weeks back, we heard that the pathologist had said that his body decomposed by the time of the autopsy. And this is going to make it possible for them to determine the cause of death. What do you think about that?
That's what I hear, but I wasn't pleased with the result. And a lot of things have leaked to the death that I'm observed. Firstly, the DNA is one of the motives that I'm observed that it can lead to that's my son. I wasn't pleased because a lot of things, the camera that is in the house was removed by an unknown person.
Whoa.
So those are the angles that I want people to just, I want to invite a lot of lawyers that have interest in this case to come up because a lot of things is hidden. These results I wasn't pleased at all. At all.
You just mentioned the DNA, and you know one of
it's the motive.
It was the most trending issue. The back and forth for a DNA.
Even one of his friends said he was complaining about the paternity of that child, that he was met her just once. So I was shocked when I hear that. And
Are they not living together?
Yeah, they are living together.
Why do you think the DNA is a motive for him?
It is the motive, but because before the death of that my son, 2 months later he had been calling me concerning the people I used to bully him. So now when the death came, I recollect that there is a petition that he wrote, and which the police are not working on, and I want them to carry this petition to work on it. So it's one of the motives of those things that result to that death. It was bullying. At the same time, this paternity that I'm talking about, one of his friends made the conversation that he said he was doubting of his dad's son. And I myself, I'm doubting the son also, because a lot of issues are coming up, which are be settled with them. Sometimes it will use like 3 days to just left home. Without the concept of the husband.
Okay, so you are suspicious of him being killed.
Of things,
You don't think he died naturally?
It's not natural. Okay. It's not.
Okay, spending. Mo fẹ́ bèrè nǹkan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ta ló, because wọ́n sọ pé o sọ fẹ́yàn pé o mọ ẹni tó yọ CCTV, ṣó sọ?
mi sọ fún mi jáde nǹkan tó ń sọ nìyẹn wá.
nísùúrù sọ pé ó sọ̀rọ̀ pa CCTV please ta ló sọ ṣe ẹgbọ́ tó sọ please ìwọ nísùúrù sẹ.
I play screen record wọ́n play voice note tí mo sọ gbàgbé ó ṣọ́ fún ọgbọ́n ní evidence yẹn káwọn náà provide kí wọ́n lè sọ wípé ọjọ́ CCTV báwo ni ọjọ́ CCTV. Okay. Mo sọ nìyẹn mi mo bá ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀ kò ṣiṣẹ́.
Okay.
Mo sọ nìyẹn mi tọ́ bí.
Jẹ́ ìbéèrè kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Okay. Ṣé má parọ́ o because àti ṣe CCTV wà nù lé yẹn àbí kò sí.
Ó wà nílé wọ́n mi mo bá ṣiṣẹ́ mi ò kí mi ló bá 3 days lọ́nà bá mo kàn máa ń sùn ẹjọ́ kan máa ń lò bẹ́ẹ̀ kí wọ́n má ti wálé ni mo lè kó ìjọ kejì àdẹ̀ ní ṣó nìyẹn abẹ́ lọ ṣó kò ní pé mo máa ń lọ síbẹ̀ every time.
So definitely CCTV wà nulẹ̀ yẹn.
Ó wà CCTV wà.
Ṣé ó wà nulẹ̀ ó tún wà ń tà?
Ó wà ń ta ẹ̀nà ó wà nulẹ̀ bọ́ mi ò mọ̀ ó ṣiṣẹ́ mo sọ nípò mi nǹkan tí mo sọ same thing mo sọ láti jọ yìí wọ́n sọ fún àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ change nǹkan tí mo sọ pé ìjà tí mo sọ fún jà bó ṣe nílé mo sọ fún níjà nípò òdà mo sọ fún wọn pé inú mọ́tò lọ ti ń jà tí mo sọ mi sọ pé mo bá ní báyìí wọ̀dì jà nulẹ̀ àti club ní show ni mo sọ pé mo ń bá ìwọ̀n ìjà tí ó gbẹ ìgbọ́n sí àwọn láti stop ẹ̀kún àbá prime boy ìjà bí mo sọ pé ó ń tà láti ó ń change for everybody ní show bó ṣe inú ilé wọ́n ṣe ní ìmọ̀ àtọ́ parí nílé.
Ok jẹ́ kí n bí ẹnì kankan ṣé ìwọ ṣó ever bá bossman àtàwọn mẹ́ta kan sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù nípa gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pọ́ fẹ́ jọmọ sínú omi ṣó bá anybody sọ.
Fún wọn prime boy nìkan mo sọ fún wípé wọ́n jà ní mọ́tò sí wàá drop ọmọ sórí chair mo gbọ́ wọn dání mo kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lè sọ the same thing ní corona mi sọ fún wọn jọmọ sínú mọ́tò wọ́n sí wàá kẹ́ ẹ̀ pa Liam ó drop Liam sórí chair wọ́n máa lọ fọmọ yẹn mo fi gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn.
ó dẹ̀ gbé ọmọ yẹn.
So and I feel I'm good. I'm with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is a very nice person. Like she's unproblematic.
A few moments later.
Ìyá mo ní kú kò ní rùn. Kò bá jẹ́ pé èmi ni mo ọmọ mi àtọ̀ Mohbad ni. Kò bá jẹ́ kí àtọ̀ Mohbad kó jẹ́ Mohbad tó ń kọ́ lóyún. Ìyá mo ní kú kò ní rùn. Ṣùgbọ́n irú ìyá ẹ̀ ló máa fẹ́. Kò ní kó wọn ní káwọn ní rí pa.
Ó ti gbé gbọ́
nǹkan yẹn wọ́n ní ṣe fún ìyá mo kò ní kú ní age of 26 years láyé kò ní kú ṣùgbọ́n irú ìyá ẹ̀ gangan irú ẹ̀ ló máa fẹ́ àwa rí àkòsí táyà kò ní kú ẹ gbàgbé wọ́n yẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú wọ́n yẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú o.
ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ọwọ́ nú ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan kan.
Òun wá sí ayé jẹ́jẹ́ ló wá sí ayé ọlọ́dẹ̀ ló rán wáyé tọ́wọ́ wò bá mọ̀ nípa wíwáyé ẹ̀ kò ní wáyé ọ̀dẹ̀ sẹ́ni kankan tó lè jí ọlọ́run láyé lọ́wọ́ nípa wíwáyé ìyá kò sí o.
Òun á ṣe tán lágbára Ọlọ́run torí wòlíì ńlá kan ni Mohbad Ọlọ́run.
Kò lè gbàdúrà bó ṣe wáyé kò lè gbàwẹ̀ kò lè lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kò lè kírun kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe.
Ìyẹn mọ́ mi.
Kí ló bá ṣe? Ògùn náà ló máa ṣe.
Wọ́n lè jayé kiri lẹ́kì. Kò tiẹ̀ tó tìjì fún kò tó rónú fún kò wọ́ wedding Davido ni kò wú kóun ṣe irú ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọkọ òun.
Orí ẹ̀ ò lè ṣe láyé.
Kò wọ́ wedding ọmọ ìyàbọ̀.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa bá mi bá máa dúpẹ́ pé ọmọ mi ò ṣe fún.
Èyí tá à ń sọ yìí kọ́ làbá máa sọ.
Irú èmi ṣe máa lè sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ṣé tó ti lọ fi sínú pé gbogbo ogún tí òun bá ní gbogbo tó bá gbé Liam promise ní ọmọ gbogbo ogún yẹn Liam lóyún. Tí ó ṣe ìyàwó tán fún lórúkà kúrò mú ibi tó ti sí.
Ó ti ẹ̀fọ́ ní nígbà tó sọ pé ọmọ ọdún kan wọ́n wíìlì property fún ọmọ ọdún kan.
Ibi tí Mohbad kú sí gangan torí tí mi ìbá wọnú ilé yẹn mi ò ní moral right full conviction láti dúró pé mi mọ bí ibòmí o ilẹ̀ tẹ́mi wò yìí inú ilé mo torí pé tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ìsàlẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo wa là ń rí white yẹn òun lè ṣe rí pé lára àwọn kan wọ́n bú mi pé kò lè jẹ́ inú ilé Mohbad fake ni torí pé kò síjọ́ tó ti ń show fídíò tó show nù yàrá Mohbad láti gé ọjọ́ yìí ilẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ yẹn inú yàrá Mohbad Ọlọ́run wá sọ pé àníṣe mo máa ṣètò yẹn lẹ́yìn press conference yìí ìjọ́ kejì para bó ṣe rẹ̀ mí tó àtúndénulé yẹn àkókò everything àwọn ọlọ́pàá everything àwọnulé yẹn mo rí pé lẹ́lẹ́ yẹn ni ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún ṣì ń pè pé ilé 3 years ago ni láti gbà yẹn jẹ́ kárí ẹ wá wo bó ṣe wá ń lo agbára àti owó láti máa dáàbò bo fóònù yẹn àti tó wà nú ẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ ṣèwádìí ẹ̀ jáde ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ ní right lórí fóònù yẹn ẹ̀yin kọ́ ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbá èmi ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbá ẹ lè wá sọ èmi di kẹsọ èmi tó yẹ pé mi gangan ni complainant kẹsọ mi di witness Dàmọ́lá yẹn wá ń sá kiri Dàmọ́lá yẹn ń sá kiri odindi ọjọ́ 6 ni àwọn detectives lò ní Ìpòkíà tó fi fẹ́ mu láti Ìpòkíà ó ti lọ gbalé sí Àjà ó ti sá lọ l'Ájà again. I'm spending serious money. Gbogbo property ó fi lẹ̀ ńbẹ̀. Gbogbo wọn ń ṣeré ni. Mo fi Ọlọ́run bá búra kò sí tí wọ́n invite àbí tó ní warrant of arrest sí wọn ní padà. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣì máa go into effect. Torí at the end of the day kò sí bó ṣe lè ṣe tó ọlọ́pàá máa ṣe tiwa. Ó wá possible o. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n distract èmi o. Wọ́n ń lo àwọn tó lè lò lórí social media tẹ fún wọn láyé o. Kọ́ gbé pọ́ kó sá lọ. Kọ́ ṣe wá sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbé nǹkan ẹ̀ jáde.
Hold on, Mr. Yomi. Mr. Yomi, fún mi 1 minute. Ẹ káàsán. Ṣé Mr. ṣe níṣẹ́ wa?
Àdúgbò ẹ̀fọ́ Mr. Yomi ló fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ rẹ̀ kan. Ẹ jẹ́ kan gbọ́.
Wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú yín.
Mr. Yomi ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàsán.
Mo fẹ́ pe àkíyèsí, mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan lọ́wọ́ yín. Is it normal in that way? Ṣé ó normal bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ò bójú tẹ̀yìn fi wò kí wọ́n kọ petition sí èèyàn ní state CID àbí kí state CID lórí kéèsì kan tó kéèyàn ẹ má wà okay kó má satisfy kó rí pé something is going on with that case kó wá lọ kọ petition sí zone 2 kí zone 2 wá tó mú that same lórí the same offence náà ni o kí zone 2 wá mú kéèsì yẹn kó wá transfer sí IPO tó wà ní state CID ó normal bẹ́ẹ̀.
Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti establish case yẹn ní state CID state lọ́wọ́ kọ́kọ́ lọ àbí state command.
State ti ń treat yẹ but ènìyàn wà satisfied then ó lọ ó dẹ̀ gbé lọ zone 2.
Tó bá ti wà satisfied tó bá ní any complaint.
Mr. Olasheni Mr. Yomi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ 1 minute.
Mi ò ní so much you be mo kàn fẹ́ advice pé whatever evidence ẹ bá ní nísìn to be very very careful láti mú bọ́lọ́pàá.
Mr. Sheni.
IPO ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ IPO tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn.
Ẹ jẹ́ kán sọ̀rọ̀ wọn tán.
IPO tó ń ṣe iṣẹ́ kéèsì yẹn gangan ó ń gba directive láti ibì kan ni. Of which tí mo mọ̀ dáadáa ó ń gba directive láti ibì kan ni. Ṣẹ̀rí kéèsì yẹn òun ló fún mi ní confidence láti sọ fún anybody pé gba police station lọ. Nígbà tí CP tí ẹ lọ rí ìgbà tó ó tó stage kan ó bá CP tó wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí kéèsì yẹn lórí that very case tó fi lè sí ọ̀dọ̀ nínú CP ilé ó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí.
It's possible.
Only it's possible.
It's possible.
You know that is part that is nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín but mi ò fẹ́ go more details because ó máa jẹ́ kéèyàn káwọn èèyàn kan wo problem so that is àwọn kan sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Nǹkan tẹ bá rí ẹ wo way mi any information àbí any evidence ẹ wo way mi.
Mr. Sheni ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ yẹn lórí bí so ti yẹ yín ẹ ti understand. Ẹ bá yẹ ká sọ yẹn lórí bí because they are listening to us. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ mi gbogbo kò ṣe pé kò ní gbogbo ẹ̀ máa jáde mi ò fọlọ́ ọba búra èyí tó wà lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ but ohun tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé àárín agbede méjì yẹn ẹni tó iṣẹ́ yẹn òótọ́ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ and I must say it now because kò sẹ́ tó wà lè èèyàn tó fẹ́ ṣe tó máa lọ àfulẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀ must be willing to risk his or her life. Àárín yẹn tó bá dé agbègbè méjì yẹn òtọ́ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tí eyín kọ́ mọ̀ sọ ó ti eyín bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ra láti. Ṣé ti understand? Àárín yẹn tó bá ti dé stage yẹn láàárín yẹn láàárín àwa NGO ọlọ́pàá àti next step that time movement kìíní yẹn you must be willing to sacrifice and move n tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn. So tí eyín kọ́ mọ̀ sọ but tó bá dé stage yẹn nobody later ni so ó yé mi ohun tó sọ ó dẹ̀ kó ti yẹ yín bóyá sọ pé láàárín yẹn ẹ ti understand bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ lọ gba ẹ tó fẹ́ lọ tajà cocaine ni tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbowó ẹ ti understand ṣe mọ̀ pé exchange yẹn is láàárín minute yẹn ó ti yẹ yín.
ọkọ fẹ́ gbàgùn dẹ̀ fẹ́ sanwó.
ẹ ti get so kókó bẹ̀ ni pé tọ́wọ́ ẹ bá grip bóyá ó ti wá ṣe mistake sọ pé jẹ́ rí nǹkan ti fẹ́ rà jẹ́ káwa náà rówó ta fẹ́ gbà ẹ wá jọ gbà fúnra yín ẹ ti mọ̀ pé láàárín yẹn ẹni tó fẹ́ exchange yẹn tó fẹ́ move pẹ̀lú that particular stuff mi ní sọ ju yẹn lọ but ẹ má worry àwọn machineries wà nílẹ̀ as in láti ó yẹ yín mi ní sọ̀rọ̀ ju ẹ má yẹ kí sọ̀rọ̀ ju bí.
ẹ jẹ́ ká fún ìmọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń wá.
Àtìlẹ́yìn ojú máa ti ní àyàn. Àtìlẹ́yìn ojú máa ti ní àwa gbé ọ̀gá. Àtìlẹ́yìn.
ولا هم يحزنون ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون.
Welcome back. I'm sure you watched some of those clips, and in this clip or clips, the audio recordings and all of that, I just brought in few of it for you to kind of understand what's happening. What Cynthia is doing is what people do when they are drowning. That is like this futile attempt for her to save herself from drowning. She knows fully that this is the last stage of it. She knows, when the sound of music gets to that crescendo, she knows that this is the last end. That's why she said to herself, if I'm going down, at least let it be that my voice and my face is out there. Let me see how far I can fight. Maybe somehow I can somehow create some resonance in people. Maybe they will pity and have empathy on me. But that's not how things work anyway. That's why she's out there saying, I'm going to talk, I'm going to do all that it takes, I'm going to do all that it takes. Nobody can do this, nobody can do that. This is the last moment. This is the last stage of it. Last moment. Last stage. She knows that there is no way out. And also Mohbad's mother, in that audio recording, she said a lot of things. Cynthia said, I and my mother-in-law, we have cordial relationship, whatever. Yes, I know you guys have an agreement, which we all have heard about. But cordial relationship, both of you, you are vampires. You are vampires. You're only looking for who is going to strike blood first. That's what you put out. All you're interested in is Mohbad stream revenue, music revenue. That's all. You guys never knew it was going to be this big. The money was going to be big. That's all you guys are interested in. Nothing more. So she's also cursing on Cynthia, say, that one woman, hey, that one. She's this and that and that and that. After all, your sister confirmed it, that she cursed you and she said some things that she had to respond to her, not knowing what was going on. But she observed that her mother, you people's mother, kept quiet and her auntie kept quiet. So she realized that there is something more to what the eyes can say. Of course, they all know what cried Mohbad.